Hi, this is Alexander Morentin with MyFitLife and OrangeCountyBootCamps.com. Today's video is a sequel to a previous video that I did, which is titled Where Have All the Fit People Gone? FIT, Where Have All the Fit People Gone? And today's title of the video Is Fat the New Normal? Is fat the new normal? And unfortunately, in today's world, in America at least, fat is the new normal. And CalorieLab.com just came out with their United States of Obesity, and Mississippi, they for the fifth year in a row they won the title of fattest state in America. And there's a ton of states that have 30% plus obesity rate. Not just overweight, but 30% plus obesity rate. Across the board, across the nation, we're at about 30% obesity. And about 8 or 9 out of 10 people are overweight. There's some states that are a little less. Colorado's, like right around 20%. But for the most part, we're upwards of 30% across the nation as an average. And that should be really, really alarming to you. Okay, so that's alarming in and of itself. One of the things that is really alarming to me, and the reason I'm making this video today, is I heard a statistic on the radio today from Cedars-Sinai. Cedars-Sinai is a really prominent hospital over here in California where I live. And they said that 30% of children in America today are obese. 30% of children in America are obese. And I think that's a little bit high, but if they're saying it, it's got to be really close to that. And that's crazy bad. Crazy bad. I study this stuff a lot, and in 1980, 81, 82, somewhere around there, the National Institute of Health came out with a study, and they found that 4% of children in America were overweight. Not obese, but overweight. So roughly about 1 out of 20, 21, 22 children were overweight. And that's how it was back when I was a kid in 1980, 81. And now today, it's gone from 4% overweight to 30% obesity. That's crazy. So children, about 7 or 8 out of 10 overweight. I mentioned in the last video that there is a teacher that I know that her 5th grade students, many of them, not just a couple, but many of them weigh more than her, and she's 29 years old. It's crazy stuff going on. Now we got to think about the ramifications of something like that. Children are now getting diseases that were thought to be only for adults, like type 2 diabetes. They used to be called adult onset diabetes, but now it's just type 2 diabetes, because half of the new cases of type 2 diabetes are children. Half of all new cases are children, and that's crazy. The children are getting high blood pressure. They're finding plaque built up on the arteries, leading into their heart. I mean, just all kinds of crazy stuff going on. That adults got later on in life, they're getting now. Children like 9, 10, 11, years old. And that's really, really bad, because what they're doing is they're putting these children on medication. They're giving them diabetes medication, insulin shots, or pills, whatever, high blood pressure medication, thyroid medication. They're doing all this stuff, giving them all this toxic medication. The medications are very toxic to your body, and an adult could handle it a little bit better, because adults are a little more resilient than the children in that regard. And but just think about it. You give a 9-year-old child some medication for high blood pressure or diabetes or whatever, and these are maintenance drugs. They're not meant to cure you. They're just meant to maintain your disease, right? They don't cure diseases anymore. They just try to maintain them so you can take medication for the rest of your life. So now some 9-year-old kid has to take medication for that for the rest of his life, just think what his life is going to be like, or her life is going to be like when they're in their 20s. I mean, their systems are going to be demolished. One medication is going to lead to another and another and another. And just like you see the old people right now, the elderly, the senior citizens, where they take 5, 6, 7, 10 different kinds of medications, you're going to start seeing that happening in the very near future for people in their 20s and 30s and stuff like that. It's going to be really bad. It's not happening right now, but it's going to happen soon, within the next probably 10 years or so, unless we really clamp down and do something about this. These are lifestyle lifestyle related diseases, diet related diseases. They say in the West, we purchase our diseases, right? We purchase our diseases. These aren't things that we have to have, but through our lifestyle, the way we live, we purchase these diseases and just take medications, thinking, oh yeah, years and years of abuse to my body, I could just take a pill and it'll go away, or it'll alleviate the symptoms. And that's not where we want to be. People are waking up, moms are waking up, parents are waking up. They're trying to be healthier for themselves and be role models for their children and help their children to be healthy or get healthy again. And that's a really, really good thing. So there's a certain segment of society that's actually going in the right direction, but the major part of it is not. So that's one of the things that I do, is I help people to get back on that path. I'm actually developing some videos and workbooks and stuff that I'm going to be giving away for free very shortly, within the next week or two, that'll help people to achieve this. And they can get it for free on the internet, so they could download it, watch it on the internet, whatever, and not have to come into anywhere. And it'll be really cool. But so that's one of the things that I'm doing to help out, do my part in society. And one of the things that you could do is just hop on board and just lead by example. As you lead by example, other people around you will jump on board too. It's hard to live in darkness when you're surrounded by light, as the saying goes. So you be that shining light in other people's lives, and I'll try to be that shining light in your life. Okay, so again, this is Alexander Morentin with My Fit Life and OrangeCountyBootcamps.com. Thank you, and have a beautiful day.